Cortavius here, thought I would have a little fun with the account today. I spend so much time in this game on 2 accounts just doing the grind. Get the dailies done, get the advanced done. Is there a fusion going on, a Titan, a deck, event? And I get done and I've done all my keys all over the game, Cursed City, dungeons everywhere. And then it's like, all right, I got to get some other stuff done in life, and I just keep grinding. I'm gonna actually build stuff. So today, here in clan chat, we're talking about who's got the fastest spiderhard 10 team. We got 47 seconds, 25 to 27. And I'm like, well, mine's 13 seconds. I should be able to go faster than 13 seconds on this account, right? So I'm like, all right, let's go look at it. What can we do?
Hey, before we go on, click the link in the description right now and you can get the great legendary poisoner, Narma, along with 3 epics. You get Anax, Mausoleum Mage, and the best epic in the game, Uugo, as you progress. All you have to do is follow 4 steps. Step 1, log out Play and Play on the PC and uninstall. Step 2, click the link in the description and register with a brand new email. Step 3, launch raid, complete the tutorial. And step 4, go to your inbox, Narma's there waiting. These 4 free champions will give you an insane head start in raid, so click on that link before it expires.
And I guess the reason I don't think I've ever been faster is I spend most of my time in spiders running. That's not what I run. I spend most of my time in spiders just doing food farming. So I take a Marius, no presets, and 4 food, and I just go in there and I start, usually on super raids, and I just let Marius clear the dungeon, and I should probably put that on auto. That'll cost me some time. So a little faster than this normally, because normally we're on auto when we come in here. But I let him farm the food and then let RSL helper replace the food when they've hit the levels that I want, or when allies have hit their max HP. And that's pretty much it. So that's normally what I do in spiders hard. So I think Marius can do higher stages. Mine just does 5 without ever failing. So normally it's more like 20 seconds than 30, but I wasn't on auto there. So that's what I do for most of spiders. And I used to run spiders hard 10 for, like, if you were in a CVC and needed a lot of points, but I've been hesitant. I've been doing Shoguns and Sand Devils more, because in those, I don't have the accessories piling up. And I'm always usually, maybe I'm not there as much, but I'm always in the inbox. I'm sitting here with just piles of accessories. I don't want any more accessories. I got to get rid of the ones I have. So that's another reason that running, these 2 dungeons is just far more efficient for me during a CVC to get points. So I don't really speed farm spiders much, but my team for spiders hard 10 has been this one. So if I just hit start on that one, I just sped up a newt, so hopefully that doesn't screw this team up. So Lydia opens up, decreased defense and weaken. Marius goes in and he does his kills. Blessed Bash. We might actually get our best time here. No, we don't. So 18 seconds. Best is 13 somehow. I swear it's the same team that's done that. Somehow we were 5 seconds slower. But I do wonder if I just sped up Newt, I wonder if Seer was faster in the past. Seer didn't ever even take a turn. Normally Seer has to take a turn there. So I think I made Newt a little faster for something else, and now I've actually realized I think I just slowed my spiders team down. Well, when Seer was going before the second Newt, then we would beat it in 13 because she could clear it on her own there. The goal is to go faster here. So for those watching the content here, you're not going to see me. I have videos on this channel all over the place using epics only. This is the end game section here. I'm trying to do hard spiders 10, and the goal, less than 10 seconds. So with less than 10 seconds, I'm going to be using some good champs and good gear. That's what this video is. How do we do spiders hard 10 in less than 10 seconds, or as fast as my account can go? I don't have all the champs in the game for what I have on my roster. So interestingly, I have Marius and 2 newts in this team. I use Lydia and Seer, and it was actually slower with the extra chance. I'm actually curious, if I just take 2 newts and Marius alone, what happens with the time? I hope they're on auto. They're on auto. All right. So if Marius goes first, come on, Marius, less than 10 seconds here. We got the little newts who've got to run up still. Oh, all that time. I'm losing 10. I'm losing seconds here. Man, we're not under 10. Hey. Oh, and he survives. Well, that was a disappointing 33 seconds. I would have thought they would be faster than that. A little more damage on Marius. Let's see if our boy can do more damage. So he's got to hit that camp. We should see 1.479 million up here on each hit. All right, that's the 3 we needed. Now we need Newt to go in. Still over 10 seconds. They're still slower. So they 3-man it, but it's still not my best time. Let's take another look at it. So it shouldn't make a difference, but let's try it with the 2 food champs. That's what I'm seeing in the comps. I've seen Optimizer tells me this team can do it in 7 seconds. I just don't see how it's possible with the 2 newts gotta run their little legs up there. I'm doing it with those 2 taking their turns, but I'm at over 13 seconds before the second newt even takes a turn. Spider's got to drop. I don't know how I do that in 7 seconds. I'm one-shotting it with each of the 3 guys just taking 1 turn. I don't see how that's done in 7 seconds without, I guess it's got to be Marius and Newt, but they're both capped at max HP, so they can't do more damage than I'm doing, right? Because we're doing 1479 is the best you can do. Perplexed. Well, I can't for the life of me figure out how those little newts are supposed to get me under 10 seconds with them trudging up there. So, gonna try a different team. With those spiders dropping, I also think that's a problem, but let's try Marius. Sulfurion is going to, Sulfurion, right? Sulfurion's going to see his first fight ever. He does a HP burn, activates it, and puts a shield up. And then Sakia can follow behind with a weaken, decreased defense, and HP burn. Ideally, she probably should go for, well, he's just activating HP burn. And then Marius will fall behind, and she just hopefully put up decreased defense and weaken. Void boss, she's forced, so can't weak hit, really, right? So let's just try these guys, couple food in there. So if these guys work, I got a food farm. So I guess, the benefit of Marius and Spiders 5 is I can take 4 food in. So this setup only gives me 2 food, and I got to use a preset so that these guys use the right skills versus Marius just doing it. But you can farm Spiders 10 instead of Spiders 5, so you get better gear. All right, let's see what they can do. Sulfurion should go. HP burns up, activates. Sakia, HP burn activates. I don't think he's going to do enough damage. Close. Wow, that was really close. So that was 11 seconds. That's our best time. Marius needs to do a little more damage. I wonder if that was just bad RNG or if he could have done more. So I got to squeak a little more damage out of him, right? Oh, there you go. 9 seconds. Woo! We are under the 10. I am curious how often that happens, though. So was that 11 seconds the norm? I guess if 11 seconds is worst case and 9 seconds is best case, that's pretty good. So we don't need the little newts to come trudging up to the boss is the benefit of this team, right? So yeah, he's leaving a little bit out there. But then he comes right back and it's 11 seconds. So, all right. Attack with attack on a ring. Yeah, we'll keep that. So it looks like I've got to squeak a little more damage out of somebody. Now, I do have Sulfurion in just a speed base build. That's 9. I wonder if I put a little more damage on him, if that would work. So do you keep a 5-star banner that just triple rolled speed? It's 17 speed on an HP banner that's only 5-star. I probably don't keep that, but maybe I'll see what I got in that faction. What was that? That was Skinwalkers. I probably should just sell that. But anyway, let me go see if I put a little more damage on Sulfurion. All right, I took an easy route, just gave him some masteries. He had no masteries, so I just gave him some offense masteries. I'm curious if that just gives him just enough not to leave that little bit hanging on the last hit, so when Marius goes. If not, so that worked, but it did work before. We don't know if that's every time. Let's just try one more time and maybe just have masteries on Sulfurion is that little difference, but we'll find out. All right. No, we still leave a little bit hanging, so it still happens. So 11 seconds. All right, so I need a little more damage on somebody, but mission accomplished 9 seconds. So I think what I'm going to do is just see if I have another team out there. All right, let's try a team with no Marius and no Newt. The optimizer says this works, according to Team Optimizer. I don't know mathematically how this team works. I feel like we're too short damage. But I figured, what do I got to lose but 20 energy? So let's give it a shot. These two should open up again and do the burns and activations, and then these two have 2 max HP hits. But I think they're capped at 10% on hard 10. So I don't see how we do enough damage to do this thing in enough time, and who stays alive. Let's try it. Just 20 energy. Sulfurion go out with the burn, activation. Sakia, decreased defense, weaken, and activation. Coldheart did nothing. Why did Coldheart do nothing? Right? Did I just miss that? I think that would have worked, actually. Royal Guard did enough damage, because he does everybody. Yeah, that Coldheart hit just didn't do much at all. Wow. Well, that's going to be a fail. Why did Coldheart do so little damage? Let me take a look at that. Yeah, that team took a brutal 54 seconds. All right, let me see what I can do with Coldheart. Well, let's just throw Thor in there. A lot of people have Thor. Let's just give him a shot. I don't I don't know why Cold Heart wasn't doing enough, or if it maybe she was. I can't. The screen went by so fast I couldn't tell how much damage she actually did. All right, but I think he will kill all the spiderlings, and then that means Royal Guard can't do as much damage, right? See, now that was a good hit from Cold Heart. But then Royal Guard doesn't do much because we've already killed all the lings. Well, that's going to be too slow. Just curious if I can get a second team that can do under 10. Still think Newt, with his little wobbly legs, clock timer stops once their turn starts. So could be a practically possible, but no, it's over 10. Marius almost killed him, though. It's almost like Newt wasn't needed, but that's 13. Not faster. Gonna try this one. This might fail because she's not 9-piece protection. I think she needs to be in 9-piece for the extra 20% damage. She's only in 6-piece. So I think Marius won't do enough damage here. But let's just see what it does. I might have to put Sakia in or put her in 9-piece. All right, she goes. Sulfurian. Yeah, that's not gonna work. All right, we gotta go put them in. I don't know if that 9-piece would do it or not. All right, well, I'll let them finish this off, but I will try that 9-piece just out of curiosity. All right, let's see if 9-piece protection makes the difference. I'm skeptical, but we'll find out. It's supposed to do 20% more damage, but if you're capped at max HP anyway, does it matter? Did not land weaken on the boss, so that could have just been RNG. Let me rerun that with weaken. So they'll still win. It's not going to lose 29 seconds. So let's see what happens when she lands decreased defense and weaken. Still think we're going to be way short. Yeah, see, it's not enough. That 9-piece protection just doesn't do it. You need somebody else in that fight, but that's going to take it too long. It's not going to be under 10 seconds anyway, that's the standard for success here. I'm trying to get under 10 seconds because that's the whole point of having fun with this video. So if I can do it in 13, then what's the point? I've got a team that can do it in 9 now, so you got to be able to beat that. Well, I don't think that team's going to do it. I think part of the problem is when I look at the team optimizer, I'm looking at Marius's that are built better than mine. They've got like 6,800, 7,000 defense. Mine does not. So I'll show you the builds at the end. But I just don't think my Marius does the damage that theirs does. Could be part of it. But because he's not capped. He's killing the lings, though, and he's capped at the boss. So I don't know if that makes the difference. But Optimizer says they can do this in 9. I'm just not. I don't know. All right, it's another one Team Optimizer says works. I'm skeptical. I think my Marius isn't built strong enough, so these 3-man teams just I don't think are working for me. But I'm going to try it. If not, I'll probably have to put a 4th in and just see what the time is. So trying Ghostborn instead of Lydia. He's faster on his animations, and he also has a 100% chance to land decreased defense. He won't get the weaken, though, so that could be a difference, too. But try it. I don't think with Lydia with 9-piece protection works, so I can't see how this is going to work. But we'll try it. So Ghostborn should go first, put the decreased defense up. That will drop 2 more spiderlings. We lose that time. Marius does his big thing. Now we got to wait for Newt to run in. And does he get Soul Reap? Yes. Does it kill the spider? Somehow no. So a little short on damage. All right, well, that's not working. And even if I put a 4th in, we're not going to be under a 10. So it feels like that team I had earlier that did 10 is the team. I'm just not beating it with my Marius built the way he is. Well, you can't do a speed video without giving TX a shot, right? I mean, can he do some damage in Spider? I don't know. Let's find out. I mean, you always got to try TX, right? Ghostborn should still go first in this case. That I thought was hope. Yep, it triggers TX, and he just didn't do jack. Oh, sorry. Well, TX ain't the answer in this. Man, I thought he would do more than that. Royal Guard did more than that. Oh, come on. We had so many teams. I don't remember who my final team that won it all. That was my fastest was. I think it was this one that was 9 seconds half the time and 11 seconds the other half of the time. So seems like it's a very consistent 9 to 11 seconds. So it looks like that's my winner, the team that I would use to beat the content. So there you go, 9 seconds, winning team. So let me show you the team settings and the builds on this team since that's the one that won it. Marius does Death or Glory, Sakia does Flame Eruption, Sulfurian does Blazing Barrier. That's pretty much it. So let's show you the builds. Marius is in Lethal, and he had Cat's Gaze on, plus 12. He had Crushing Rend, and 6-star, and he is in those masteries down through Helm Smasher. And his stats 269 speed, 386 crit damage. He had 5,451 defense. Like I said, that's the number on my build that's just too low. People are doing 6,000, 7,000 easy, and that closer to 7,000 it probably needs to be. And then 364 accuracy. So you needed 345 here, and you needed 245 speed to go before the boss. And then the Sulfurion needed to be the fast champ, and he was at 285 speed. So everybody just needs to be faster than 245. So it doesn't matter how fast you are, as long as it was Sulfurion, Sakia, and then Marius in speed order. So they could be 246, 247, 248. Doesn't matter. So he's 285 and 516 accuracy. Just needed 345, as I said. And Sakia, oops, I didn't show you the other aspects of him. So no relic. He is booked. He has Incinerate, which is useless here. And he had some masteries down through War Master. Didn't make a difference. We were doing 9 or 11 with those masteries and 9 or 11 without those masteries. Masteries didn't matter on him. And Sakia was also in War Master. She is booked. She has Cruelty 1 star. She has no relic, and she is in a Relentless set, which doesn't matter because she's not taking an extra turn, we hope. And although that's interesting, if she takes an extra turn, that will slow my run down, because Marius needs to go after her. Anyway, 282 speed and 369 accuracy, and she does have 5,500 attack. So those were the builds. So got down to a 9-second team. I still don't know if I run them over Spider's 5 Marius, where I can just farm 4 food and have no presets, and RSL helper can exchange the food. If I have to do it through a preset team, it's slower. So I guess if I need to run it for a speed farming for something, it's available. So that's why I would do it. But I just want to have some fun and see what I could do in the dungeon. So hope you enjoyed it. Please like and subscribe, and have a great day.